Welcome to Growth Through Thought. Today we embark on a profound journey into the hidden depths of the human psyche. Carl Jung discovered a hidden side of our personality, a dark companion that walks behind us, unseen but always present. We all have a side we show the world, and a secret side we hide, even from our own conscious mind. Think of your mind as an iceberg. The conscious part is visible, but the massive unconscious lies deep beneath the surface. Jung called the face we show the world the persona, a mask designed to please others and fit into society. We cultivate this mask from childhood, learning what is acceptable and rejecting what is deemed wrong, wild, or socially inappropriate. But where do those rejected traits go? They do not simply disappear. They are pushed down into the dark basement. This hidden repository of rejected traits is what Jung called the shadow, the unknown dark side of our total personality. The shadow contains everything you refuse to acknowledge about yourself. Your rage, your jealousy, your greed, and your forbidden desires. The more you polish your persona and identify with being a good person, the darker and denser your shadow becomes. Jung famously said that no tree can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell, anchoring it firmly. You cannot outrun your shadow, for it is an integral part of who you are, waiting to be acknowledged and integrated. Ignoring the shadow does not make you virtuous, it makes you dangerous, capable of acting out in unexpected and harmful ways. Repressed energy builds up pressure over time, eventually erupting as neurosis, anxiety, or sudden outbursts of uncontrollable emotional anger. When the shadow takes over, we feel possessed, saying and doing things we later regret and claim were not us. One of the most common ways we deal with our shadow is through a psychological mechanism called projection onto others. Projection occurs when we see our own rejected qualities in other people, rather than acknowledging them within our own hearts. If you are excessively irritated by someone's arrogance, it is likely because you are denying your own capacity for arrogance. We demonize others to avoid facing our own inner demons, creating a false sense of moral superiority over our neighbors. Collective projection happens when groups project their shadow onto other groups, leading to conflict, war, and dehumanization of enemies. This black and white thinking prevents us from seeing the humanity in others and the potential for evil in ourselves. To grow, we must withdraw these projections and realize that the darkness we see outside is actually a reflection from within. This realization is painful and humiliating, but it is the first necessary step toward true self-awareness and psychological maturity. The journey to meet your shadow is often called the Night Sea Journey, a descent into the underworld of the psyche. It requires the courage of a hero to face the monsters within, rather than fighting the monsters in the external world. Pay attention to your dreams, for the shadow often appears in them as a dark figure of the same gender. Instead of running from this figure in your dream, turn around and ask it what it wants and what it knows. Integration means accepting the shadow as a part of you, creating a dialogue between your conscious self and your unconscious. It is not about becoming perfect, but about becoming whole. Wholeness requires the inclusion of both the light and the dark. When we stop spending energy hiding our shadow, that energy becomes available for us to use in our creative lives. The shadow is not just a trash can. It contains pure gold, vitality, creativity, and instincts that we desperately need. Many of our greatest talents are hidden in the shadow because we were told they were too loud or too unconventional. Reclaiming your shadow gives you access to your aggression, which can be channeled into assertiveness and the drive to succeed. Without the shadow, we are harmless and nice, but we lack the teeth required to protect ourselves and our values. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war who cannot defend his home. Jung believed that the shadow holds 90% of the gold in our personality, waiting to be mined and polished. This process of mining the unconscious is the path to finding your true purpose and meaning in this complex life. Your life purpose is often hidden in the very things you are afraid to look at or admit to yourself. By facing your wounds, you discover your unique gift, the specific medicine you can offer to heal the world's pain. This is the archetype of death and rebirth. The old limited self must die for the true expansive self to emerge. Midlife is often when the shadow knocks loudest, demanding that we live the unlived life before it is too late. Do not wait for a crisis to force you into this work. Choose to open the door to the shadow voluntarily. When you shine the light of consciousness on the shadow, it ceases to be a monster and becomes a powerful ally. This union of opposites is the goal of individuation, the process of becoming the person you were always meant to be. Life is a balancing act between the demands of society and the demands of your soul, between the persona and shadow. You must build a bridge between these two worlds, allowing traffic to flow freely between your conscious and unconscious mind. Start by observing your emotional triggers. When do you overreact? These are the clues leading you directly to your shadow. Examine your judgments of others, write them down, and then try to find evidence of those same traits within yourself. Practice radical honesty with yourself. You do not have to tell the world, but you must stop lying to yourself. Vulnerability is key. Admitting you are flawed does not make you weak. It makes you real and approachable to others. When we share our shadows in safe spaces, we realize we are not alone in our darkness. We are all human. Shame is the guardian of the shadow. By speaking our shame, we break its power and release the trapped energy. Just as the lotus needs the mud to bloom, your highest potential needs your shadow to root itself in reality. The goal is not to be good, but to be whole, to be capable of evil, but choosing to do good. A harmless man is not virtuous. A dangerous man who keeps his sword sheathed is the one who truly possesses virtue. Integrating the shadow rewires your brain, allowing for more complex thinking and a deeper understanding of the human condition. This path is not easy. It requires the willingness to experience pain and the fortitude to endure the destruction of illusions. Let your false self be washed away. What remains is the diamond of the self, indestructible and radiantly authentic. The shadow contains our unlived life. By embracing it, we reclaim the years we lost trying to be someone else. Your shadow holds the compass to your destiny. It points to where you need to grow to become fully yourself. The view from the summit of self-knowledge is worth the difficult climb through the dark valleys of the unconscious mind. Jung's work reminds us that we are not just individuals, but carriers of the collective unconscious of our entire species. The archetypes in myths and legends are projections of the collective human psyche, showing us the patterns of our own lives. We must learn to play with our monsters again, to invite them to tea instead of locking them in the cellar. Dialogue with your shadow. Ask it, why are you angry? What do you need? What are you trying to protect? Often the shadow is protecting a wounded inner child. It acts out in anger to prevent that child from being hurt again. Compassion for yourself is the solvent that dissolves the hardened shell of the shadow. Love the parts of you that struggle. We become beautiful not in spite of our wounds, but because of them. Our scars are the maps of our survival. Even in the darkest night of the soul, there is a light that guides us if we are brave enough to look. The treasure you seek is buried in the cave you fear to enter. This is the central truth of the hero's journey. Joseph Campbell, influenced by Jung, taught us that the hero's journey is actually an internal journey of shadow integration. Will you choose the safe, paved road of the persona, or the wild, unpredictable path of the soul and the shadow? The path of individuation is not for the lazy. It demands constant vigilance and the willingness to be uncomfortable. Channeling shadow energy into discipline allows you to master skills that require grit, determination, and a touch of ruthlessness. Like a conductor, you must lead all parts of your psyche, ensuring the drums of the shadow play in harmony with the flutes. Your life is a brief flash in the cosmos. Do not waste it pretending to be someone you are not. When the mask drops, we finally meet ourselves. It is a moment of shock, followed by a profound sense of liberation. Freedom comes from having nothing left to hide. You become transparent, light, and able to soar above petty concerns. Humor is a sign of shadow integration. Being able to laugh at your own darkness shows you have accepted it. Stop performing for an audience that doesn't care. The only approval you truly need is from your own soul. Resilience is built by integrating the shadow. You become rooted in reality, unable to be toppled by the opinions of others. Your inner light becomes stronger when it is fed by the fuel of the shadow. It burns hotter and longer. We are both the sculptor and the marble. The process of self-creation involves chipping away everything that is not you. Letting go of who you thought you were is necessary to become who you actually are. It is a destructive creation. Transformation is messy and vulnerable. Do not rush the process. Allow yourself time to emerge and dry your new wings. We must revisit our past not to dwell in it, but to rescue the parts of ourselves we left behind. Rescue your inner child from the house of trauma. Tell them it is safe now, and they can come into the light. Cultivate your psyche like a garden. Pull the weeds of resentment, but compost them to feed the flowers of creativity. The shadow is the compost of the soul. It smells bad, but it is incredibly fertile and necessary for new growth. New life springs from this dark soil. Your purpose will grow organically from the integration of your deepest truths. Open the windows of your mind. Let fresh air circulate through the dusty rooms of your psyche. Breathe in possibility. Express yourself fully. Do not hold back your voice. The world needs your unique frequency, including your roar. Your authenticity vibrates and affects those around you. By healing yourself, you inadvertently heal those in your orbit. This is the ripple effect of individuation. One person's courage to face their shadow inspires others to do the same. Imagine a world where we all took responsibility for our shadows. Wars would cease, and true understanding would begin. We share one planet and one collective unconscious. Our inner work is a contribution to the peace of the world. Be a lighthouse. You don't need to run around saving boats. Just stand firm and shine your light amidst the storm. Others will navigate by your example. Your integrity becomes a reference point for those lost in their own darkness. Every day is a chance to write a new chapter. You are not defined by your past, but by your choices today. Erase the old scripts given to you by society. Write your own script, one that includes all of who you are. Step off the stage of performance. The real drama of life happens backstage, in the intimate moments of truth. Authenticity deepens relationships. People trust you when they see you are human, flawed, and honest about it. Conflict is not the end of relationship. It is the gateway to deeper intimacy if navigated with shadow awareness. The storm of the shadow always brings the rainbow of wisdom. You cannot have the colors without the rain. Your psyche is a prism. The shadow adds depth and color to the white light of your conscious intent. Mix your light and dark to create your unique shade. No one else has your specific combination of experiences and traits. Your shadow is as unique as your fingerprint. It holds the key to your specific contribution to the human story. Stand before the ocean of the unconscious. Respect its power, but do not fear it. Dive in and learn to swim. Explore the depths. There are wonders in the deep psyche that the surface mind can never imagine or comprehend. Claim your treasure. It belongs to you. It is your birthright to be whole, powerful, and fully alive. The conquest of the self is the greatest victory. It is a triumph not over others, but over your own limitations. Reward yourself for the hard work. Celebrate every insight, every moment of truth, every time you choose courage over comfort. Life is a celebration of contrasts. Joy is sweeter because we know sorrow. Light is brighter because we know darkness. Dawn always follows the darkest hour. Your psychological rebirth is inevitable if you stay on the path of truth. Clarity comes in moments. Cherish these drops of wisdom. They are the nourishment for your soul's continued growth. Let your emotions flow like water. Do not dam them up. Stagnant water breeds disease. Flowing water remains fresh. Harness the power of your emotions. Use the energy of anger to build, the energy of grief to deepen empathy. Design your life with intention. You are the architect. The shadow provides the raw materials. The ego provides the plan. Build a foundation of self-trust. When you trust yourself to handle the darkness, you become unstoppable in the light. Your potential is limitless. Like a skyscraper, you can reach the heavens only if your structure is sound. Maintain a higher perspective. Do not get lost in the petty dramas of the street level. Fly high and observe. Look beyond yourself. Individuation is not selfishness. It prepares you to serve the universe more effectively. You are a microcosm of the macrocosm. The same forces that bind the galaxies bind your psyche together. Your potential is encoded in your being. Shadow work unlocks the dormant genes of your spiritual destiny. Love is the key. Love for the self, love for the shadow, love for the journey. Open your heart. Paradise is not a place you go to. It is a state of mind you create through inner harmony. Find your inner peace. It is the eye of the storm, the center where the shadow and light dance together. The circle is never perfect, and neither are we. Embrace the beauty of imperfection. This is the essence of wabi-sabi. Value the humble parts of yourself. The shadow is often humble, earthly, and grounded, unlike the inflated ego. Get your hands dirty. Spiritual growth is not about floating in the clouds. It is about digging in the earth. Trust the cycles of nature. There are times to grow and times to shed. Do not fear the winter of the soul. Rest is productive. The shadow works in the dark while you sleep, preparing the energy for the next spring. Spring always comes. Your depression or stagnation is not permanent. It is a fallow period before new growth. Orient yourself toward the light, but keep your roots in the dark. This is the posture of the awakened human. Leave your unique mark on the world. Your journey through the shadow gives you a story that can help others. Share your story. We heal the world by sharing how we healed ourselves. Be a storyteller of truth. The story of the shadow is the story of humanity. It is the eternal struggle between consciousness and unconsciousness. Pass the light on. Generosity of spirit is the final stage of the hero's journey. Return with the elixir. The elixir is your wisdom. You went into the dark forest, fought the dragon, and brought back the gold. Your community benefits from your wholeness. A healed individual creates a healed family, which creates a healed society. You are breaking generational curses. By facing your shadow, you ensure you do not pass it down to your children. The chain stops with you. This is the greatest legacy you can leave. A lineage free from the weight of the unsaid. Sleep well knowing you have done the work. The monsters are gone because you have befriended them. The moon reflects the sun, just as the unconscious reflects the conscious. Both are needed for the rhythm of life. Flow with the rhythm. Do not fight the tides of your psyche. Learn to surf the waves of your existence. Mastery is not controlling the ocean. It is learning to ride it. Master yourself, and you master life. Embrace it all. The pain, the joy, the light, the dark. It is all fuel for your magnificent journey. You are vast. You contain multitudes. Never shrink yourself to fit into a box. Be your whole, expansive self. Thank you for taking this journey into the shadow with us. We hope it has sparked a light within you. This is growth through thought. Subscribe for more deep dives into the mind. Embrace your shadow and find your light.